So behind me, over there, is a big pile of logs that were dropped off from a buddy that gets them from a tree company. He knows that I burn wood. He said, hey, I got a load of logs I got to get rid of. You want them? Problem is, they're all different lengths. And my buddy Jake from Dude Ranch DIY went through this problem too. Some are 20, some are 18, some are 16. So as much as getting free wood is nice, sometimes it's a lot of extra work. Like now I have to go through and cut every single section. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna get the Stihl out. I'm gonna show you my homemade firewood marker that I use, and I made some log dogs for it. If you've seen a previous video, I made some log dogs for a buddy. I also made them for my Stihl, so I'll show you those and we'll get to work. So like I was saying, I've got my MS170. Here's the Buckin dogs I put on it. Not as cool looking as Steve's were, but they're gonna do the trick. Also, my firewood marker. There it is right there, zip tie. Simplest thing you can do. Just put a zip tie on there, take your tape measure, mark it out, and cut this at 16 inches or 18 or whatever you want your firewood to be at. I prefer mine at 16, so that's what I cut it to. Also, you're gonna notice another thing about me today. I'm wearing chaps. This might be the first video I've ever worn chaps in. And the reason I'm wearing chaps is I've got a friend that also operates a chainsaw like me, and you know how we all are, we think we're invisible and nothing's ever gonna happen to us. Well, it happened to him. Cut his leg open, almost 30 stitches. That's gonna be a video coming soon. Make sure you stick around. And don't forget to subscribe, because the video on the chaps that I'm gonna do, just a little spoiler, we're gonna see if these chaps will actually stop a chainsaw. I mean, what's the point in wearing them if you don't know if they're gonna work or not? So we're gonna throw a chainsaw into these chaps, see if they work. So what I'm gonna be doing today, simple, cut these to 16 inches. I've got this empty bin over here. I'm gonna throw all the cutoffs into that bin, that way I can take it back to my fire pit. Got my Hookaroon, that's gonna help me out, pulling some logs off, and let's get to work. phone keeps shutting off because it's kind of warm out today and the sun's beating directly on the phone. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if it's recording right now. So, unfortunately, I can't record all this. So here's your fun fact of the day. iPhones do not like to be directly in the sunlight. And I found that out after I was done cutting everything up. Now, while it is nice getting free wood from tree companies, the problem is the waste. I mean, I have half a basket of waste here that if they were to drop off the entire tree, I would have no waste. Well, I would have very little waste. I'd have one slice of waste per tree or per log. So this will split up nice and that'll just go in the burn pit. But I do have these logs here that are ready to split. So I think the next thing we're gonna do naturally is to split some wood. So today's a new day. It's time to get the rugged made splitter out. Last time I used it was over winter when I cut down that big ash tree at the corner of my pond. That was over winter. I want to pull it out. I want to do springtime maintenance, just change the oil, give everything a once over, blow out the air filter, and then we can go outside and split up some of that tree service wood that I cut up yesterday.
A handsome, muscular man.
So strong. So I've opted to remove the wheel and take the fender off. That way I don't make a mess. This way I can take, you can see how it's got the socket on there already. So I'll just pull the drain bolt and let her rip. For being how much I run this machine, that oil is pretty, it's a nice color. It's not super dark. I'm pretty happy with that. Seeing how this drains out now, probably didn't need to take a wheel off. I probably could have just positioned this in the corner like that and had the wheel still on there. So if you're doing this yourself, try it with the wheel on, see what happens. So we'll let this drain out for a couple minutes and see if I can't find some new oil to put in it. Well, while we're waiting for the oil to drain, I might as well take this air box off and see what the, how does this even come off? There we go. There, that goes off. That's it, huh? Just that little foam piece. See all those chainsaws behind me? That's a video coming up. You guys might want to stick around for that. Got about 12 chainsaws from a buddy for free. And we're gonna fix them up. Okay, that's cleaned out. Should do the trick. Let's just go put this back in, like so. Oop, there she goes. And it looks like the oil's done draining, so let's put this back in. Just tight enough that it doesn't leak. Time to put some new oil in it. Oil goes in right there. Now I'm just putting 5W30 in it. No idea how much it needs. I'm sure it says somewhere in the owner's manual, but we'll just fill her up. Probably only needs like a quart or two. Looks like we're there. Kind of tough to tell on these dipsticks because they're just orange. But, oh yeah, we're there. About the halfway on the stick. So that's good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna reinstall the wheel and throw some grease in the bearings while I got it off. And we'll go out there and split some wood. So yesterday, I ran into some issues with the phone overheating out in the sun. Today when I'm splitting, we're gonna try to do things a little different. I might put the phone in the shade somewhere, but the problem with that is you might be a little further away. We'll see what happens. That is an 8-foot truck bed full of wood. And I've done a video in previous of how much wood fits into an 8-foot bed. Like, how much do you get out of it? And the buddy that actually brought this over called me a liar and said, no, that wasn't a full truck bed full of wood. So this is his truck bed full, and we're gonna see if it's any different. I don't remember the results of the last one. I think it was like either 3/4 of a tote or something like that. So we'll get to splitting and see if he was right or if I was right. All right, so the splitter hasn't ran in like 3-4 months. I got it all set up, so let's see if it'll chooch to life. So I've got, I don't know, half the pile split up already. So I'm gonna finish the rest off camera. I'm already dripping sweat because I'm not used to the warm weather. But I'll split the rest. I'll get the splitter out of the way, and then we'll load this into a tote and see who was right, myself or my buddy. All right, so everything's cut and split up. I got a couple of little pieces that don't need to be split. They'll just be thrown in the pile, and a couple rotten pieces that I'm not gonna split because you saw the ants. They'll just come out of these too. I don't know, it looks suspiciously similar to when I last did this. My buddy called me a liar. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be any more than last time. Find out when we load it into a tote, won't we? Well, it's stacked. I got some kindling left, but all the major pieces are in, and it's one full bin, exactly. I had a rotten piece over there, and that was it. The rest of it is in here. I don't remember what my last video was. I think it was either 3/4 of a tote or one tote. I don't know. I'll look at the video and see if I can figure it out. So the guy that dropped this off and I both have 8-foot beds. The only difference is I have a transfer tank and a toolbox in the back of my truck, which cuts down about 2.5 feet. However, I had 6-foot lengths and had them hanging off the back of the truck, and he just had a bed full of cutoffs. So I'm gonna double check my video. Maybe I'll put a little clip in if I can figure out how to do that. So the bed of my truck, the question we had was how much would it fill in a tote? And I'd say we got about 3/4 of a tote, so versus what he brought me here. Well, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, getting the rugged made out, cutting some wood up. I didn't video stacking it because, well, if you want to watch me stack wood, then I actually do have a video of me just stacking wood. It's pretty boring, but some people like that. So if you're into that sort of thing, go watch that one. Until the next video, hope you guys have a great day.